Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Wednesday, October 24th. I wanted to shoot a video to highlight the books that are coming out next Wednesday that I'm going to be targeting and picking up for the 31st, so next Wednesday's books. I wanted to also, obviously the book I have showing here is Eternal Warrior number 4. This is the first appearance of Bloodshot. He's in the I think it's the very last panel of the book. It shows him appearing, on the scene to assassinate somebody. So that is his first appearance. A lot of people think that it's Bloodshot number 0, but it isn't. It's Eternal Warrior number 4. So yeah, I got a good deal on eBay on this. This is a very high grade copy. Most of the time, the high-grade copies sometimes range anywhere from $50 to $75. I've seen them go for, and I picked this up for about $40. So, got a pretty good deal on it. They are coming out. It's been optioned for a movie. Vin Diesel has already been slated to be the actor. He's going to be Bloodshot. I would imagine once this movie premieres, you could see this book jump up a little bit more in price. Obviously, it has jumped already before the announcement of the movie. This was probably a $15-$20 book or less. So $40, that's a little higher, but considering that the movie's coming out, and if it's successful, I think this book could rise more in value. So that's one of the reasons I picked it up. Plus, it's just nice having a good first appearance of a character that they're continually doing comic book series for. I don't think it's with Valiant anymore. Yeah, maybe it is. I can't remember who's publishing the Bloodshot series now. So let's jump into it. Let's go over comic books that are coming out next Wednesday. Oh, by the way, on Midtown, you'll see a lot of this if you go through it. They're showing out of stock, but you can't actually order these until the 27th, Saturday the 27th. So there'll be a bunch of these free. It's basically free comic book day. I don't know what time of the day on Saturday the 27th these will be available. I would imagine, I'm going to probably check like midnight on Friday night, midnight, to see if they post them that early. I don't think they will, but yeah, it's anybody's guess as to when they'll post these. But they're free. They might charge you a handling charge, but Midtown will. But yeah, at your local shop, obviously, support your local shop. You can probably pick those up. The only thing, I don't know if Midtown stamps their, I imagine they do, right? They've got the space here for them to stamp their logo. So most of these are probably going to come stamped. The ones that you see that are more collectible are the ones that are unstamped. Most of the comic books stamp their logo on there too, so I never really collect free comic book days, but I'll pick them up and just give them to my kids to read as they are intended, right? To make people more knowledgeable about comic books. So Dark Horse, not really collecting any. I'm not collecting Stranger Things, StarCraft Avengers, nope. So I'm not really picking anything up there. You've got a new title here. I guess this isn't new. This is Volume 2, Batman Secret Files. And a foil cover. A lot of people don't like the foil covers that have been coming out. They're condition sensitive. Some of them don't look very good. Some of them look okay. I like some of them, but yeah, they're hit and miss on these foil covers. So I might pick up that Batman Secret Files number 1, second volume. Go down a little further here. Heroes in Crisis number 2 is coming out. There's the A cover. Yeah, I like the A cover. I'll probably just go with the A cover. The B cover is a Ryan Sook cover, and it's kind of recapturing major things that happen in DC comic books. So obviously, this is the breaking of Batman's back by Bane. Yeah, it's cool too, but I'll probably just go with the A cover. I'm trying to limit how many comic books I'm buying these days, or at least trying to limit myself a little bit. Next one I'm picking up, Justice League and Wonder Woman Witching Hour rather, #1. That is a pretty cool cover. I love that cover. This is a Federici cover. Yep, Riccardo Federici. That one will be worth getting in my opinion. I think that does it for DC. You know, Hex Wives, this might be worth picking up. I'm not too familiar with the regular artist, Mirka Andolph, and I'm not familiar with the writer either, Ben Blacker, but yeah, you got a Jolene Jones cover for the A cover, obviously a well-known artist, and you've got Jenny Frison as the B cover. I'm not too impressed with either cover. I'm probably not going to pick that up. I mean, it is a #1 issue, and it's Vertigo, and sometimes the Vertigo issues are good, but yeah, I'll probably skip that one. I'm not really into dynamic entertainment books. IDW. Yeah, some people are into the Batman, the Max. I'm not really. It's not my thing. I'm going to skip all those books. Image. This is a good chance to pick up if you missed Dead Rabbit #1 or Blackbird #1. I didn't get Blackbird at all on my pull list. I'm not really interested in it, but Dead Rabbit, I did pick up the variant. It was a 1 in 10, I think, variant, Dave Johnson variant, and you can get it again for $15 signed. So, I don't think that's really a great deal, but yeah, if you want a signed book, there you go. You could go with that. I'll probably I'm going to stay away from it. I've already got the first issue with that Johnson variant. Ice Cream Man, you've got the A cover on that. There we go. Excuse me. All right, there's the A cover. And then you've got a very interesting B cover. Obviously, the B cover is pretty hot. It's already sold out on Midtown. Yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so, you know, I think this sold out pretty quick, right? First day, probably within 3 or 4 hours, this cover sold out. So that's the one to get. If you see that in your shop, I would pick that up. That might be a hot issue to get. So if I was going to pick the 2 covers, I would go with the B cover for sure. I've been collecting Realm. I like the A cover here, and the story's been really good. I'm going to continue with it. So it's issue 10. You know, we'll see how it goes. If it's keeping my attention, I'll continue with it. But, you know, a lot of times I'll go 5 to 10 issues on a book, depending on how good the writing is. But so far, it's been pretty good. So I'll probably continue with that. And I like the A cover better, a little bit better than the B cover. There's also a sketch cover, but I don't see the image for that. So not sure if that's a sketch cover of the A or if it's a totally different cover. You never know. So you may don't want. Sometimes Midtown within a day or so will show the covers that they didn't have initially shown on their website. So you might see that later on. So the sketch might be worth getting, depending. Image. I think one more I was going to get was Witches. This is Snyder and Jock. The writing and artwork alone, I think, are worth picking it up. It's a one-shot, so it's not a continuous series. But it's, you know, Halloween special, so I'm sure it'll be creepy. And, you know, at least with Jock, you've got some pretty good artwork. And Snyder, you know, sometimes his writing is pretty good. So the original Witches was okay. The writing was all right. The artwork was pretty good with Jock, but you know, it didn't blow me away, the original Witches series. If you missed Infinite Dark #1, you've got a chance here to get it autographed, signed copy of #1 for cover price. So if you missed it, you may want to pick that up. Moving on to Marvel, you've got Avengers Halloween Special #1. 2 covers here. Actually, there's 3. You've got the regular A cover. That is by Jeff Shaw. And my favorite, if you don't already know, I'm a big Zafino fan. Man, that is a good cover. You got Captain America with a Hulk arm and a Thing arm. And Frankenstein, you know, it basically is like a homage to Frankenstein, right? Or homage to Frankenstein. And you've got, I guess this is supposed to be like a zombie Dr. Frankenstein back there. I'm not too sure. But this cover is awesome. I'm definitely picking it up just for the cover. So that's a cover buy for me. And for cover price, too. It wasn't like a special chase, you know, 1 in 10, 1 in 25 type of cover. So anytime I can get a nice Zafino cover for cover price, I will pick it up. Black Panther. Got a Joe Juiceco. Yeah, it's a pretty good cover. Not bad for cover price. And then, of course, the people that want to spend $170 on the Virgin variant. Yeah, I wouldn't do that, but there's people out there that want limited series comic books, I guess. Daredevil 610. I've not been reading Daredevil. I have collected Daredevil for the last several years, but I stopped at issue 600, so I kind of, yeah, Marvel messes with the numbering a lot, and I don't know. Charles Soule is the writer. You know, it's just kind of, maybe it's picking up. I'll have to check and see if it's worth getting anymore, but I kind of stopped collecting it after 600 or 601, so I'm not a good one to ask whether that's worth buying or not. I really don't know, but I might continue. I might start it up again. We'll see. Going down a little further with Marvel, Old Man Hawkeye, number 10. I've not been collecting that, but that does look like a pretty cool cover. I've definitely been collecting Old Man Logan, number 50. There's the regular A cover, which is a Sorrentino cover. And then you've got a nice Deodato cover, which looks pretty cool. I'm going for the Zafino cover. I'm a little biased. But that is a cool cover. Look at that thing. I would love to see that in a sketch. I've done some videos in the past about Zafino, and I think I highlighted this particular upcoming issue, so I'm going to be picking that up. Yeah, on Midtown it's $21, so it's like 1 in 25 variant. But I love Zafino, so I'm going to be picking that up. And you know, if you go on eBay, you know, there's people selling it on a pre-order basis for like $40. So you know, don't do that. Don't buy it on eBay for $40. It's still for sale on Midtown for $21. And if it sells out on Midtown, you know, talk with your local shop. I mean, that is the last issue of Old Man Logan, so you could see a lot of shops will order fairly heavy on that. But you're probably, you know, most shop owners are probably going to ask $15 to $20 at least for that, because they've got to what? They've got to have 25 copies. They got to order 25 copies to get one of those. So, yeah, you're not going to pay cover price for it for sure. You're going to be paying probably $20 to $25 for it, I would imagine. A little further down with Marvel, yeah, there's so many different Spider-Man related books now. They're going a little overboard. Vault of Spiders. I mean, I collected a couple issues of Spider-Geddon, but I'm probably not going to pick that up anymore. This cover looks pretty cool. What If Magic number 1. So I think the premise on that is Magic, the character Magic, becomes the Sorcerer Supreme. Maybe I think that's the premise of the book. Yeah, Ilana Rasputin. Yeah, I think that's so. It's a story, background story about her, a what if story on her. So that cover's pretty cool. Jeff DeCall cover. That does it for Marvel. Let's move on to Independence. Blood Realm number 2 looks pretty good. Again, I'm partial to a red and black cover, and it's pretty cheap. It's only $1.50. I picked up the first issue, and it was pretty good. But you know, it's printed on kind of the old newspaper style paper, so it's kind of a throwback to what comic books were like, you know, 15, 20 years ago, definitely, or older. But I like the first issue, so I'm going to pick up number 2, see how that goes. I've been picking up, it came out on a Wednesday. I picked up the first 2 issues. I don't know if I'm going to pick up the third one. That cover, the first two covers were pretty cool. I think they were Eric Powell covers. I don't know who the artist is on this, but it's, I mean, it definitely has that old 50s and 60s style to it, the drawing, but I don't know. It just doesn't look that great to me. I probably won't pick that up, even though it's cheap. It's only, $2 book. Let's go down a little further here. Oh, Alterna Comics has a new one, also Midnight Mystery. Yeah, that looks interesting. I mean, $1.50, it might be worth picking up. It's only a 4-issue limited series, so that could be worth getting. I might pick that up for $1.50. It's pretty cheap. Try it out. Let's go down a little further here as to what else caught my eye. Bone Parish. I can't see what the B cover looks like, but that's the A cover. The story's been really good. If you haven't been picking up Bone Parish, I would recommend you get it. I know the first issue A cover is probably a $10 to $15 book now. It's a pretty good premise. It's based on the fact that they chemically create a drug that creates hallucinations of the dead people. I guess they grind up dead people's bones into the drug, and I guess you pick up their memories of the person that died. I mean, it's pretty interesting concept. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw that made maybe into a TV series or probably not a movie. I would think TV series like a Netflix or Hulu would pick that up. So that book could explode at some point. The early issues could definitely be worth getting, and it's a good story. So I would pick it up. The cover artwork's always been pretty good. The interior artwork is good, and the story has been awesome. So I highly recommend Bone Parish if you haven't been getting that. I think that might have been it for books that I'm targeting for this next coming week. Rick and Morty, yeah, I mean, I usually get the A cover of Rick and Morty. I love the TV show. I've been collecting it since issue number 1. Yeah, some issues are really, really funny, and some, so-so, but I get that on a regular basis, the A cover at least. So, Riptide number 3. This is by Red 5 Comics. The series has been very, very good. The cover artwork on every issue has been fabulous, fantastic. Just this beautiful painting type of artwork. The story's been really good as well. It's basically the story of a meteorite, or is it a comet? I think it's a comet. Flies too close to the Earth, and it sucks all the water out of the Gulf of Mexico, and it creates floods all over the Earth. And it's a pretty good story. And there's only 2 issues left, this 3rd and 4th issue. So notice it's already sold out on Midtown. So I've got this on my pull list, so I'm getting one automatically every month, or every time it comes out. I don't know if it's monthly. I think it's coming out like every other month. It's been the frequency on it. So I would pick it up. The early issues are pretty hot. I think Riptide number 1's like a $20, $25 book now. I don't know if they've second printed it. Maybe they have. I think I heard that they were going to do a second printing on that. So, if you haven't picked it up, maybe pick up the second printing. I know it'll probably be in a trade paperback at some point as well. So, I think that was it for what I was targeting for next week. There's a lot of these Halloween special, Free Comic Book Day. This one's on a goldfish. I have no idea what that's about. That's interesting. Some of them look pretty cool, like this, the Windmaker. This looks pretty. That's a pretty cool looking cover. So this 27th. Keep that date on your calendar. That will be Free Comic Book Day. You can go on Midtown that day and order them there, or better yet, you can go support your local comic book shop and pick them up. I pick them up sometimes at a local shop just to give to my kids. To read, give them some more reading material, the stuff that's appropriate, obviously. My kids are still pretty young, and my daughter definitely likes reading graphic novels and those type of things. So I'll try to pick up stuff that I think she'd like. But that's about all I wanted to show. The books that are coming out for next Wednesday that I'm targeting. Let me know what you think. If there's books that I missed that you think are definitely worth me taking a look at, I would love to hear that. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications if you can. And please also leave comments on the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Maybe some books that I'm not aware of that I should have highlighted that I didn't. I would love to hear your feedback on that. But it is Comic Book Wednesday, so go get your books if you haven't already. And I will post a video hopefully this weekend on a few books that I have coming in the mail. I should be getting that by Friday. So try to do a video on either Friday or Saturday on that. So, all right, guys, have a great week, and I'll talk to you on the weekend. Thanks.